If you've been feeling lonely lately, I have great news. You do not have to stay there. Do you ever feel like no one sees you? Like you're surrounded by people, but they just never say hi, never smile at you, act like you're just not there? You're not alone in this. There are studies that show that 50% of people regularly feel lonely. Don't feel like you're in this journey alone. Loneliness is so painful. I've been there, but the great thing is you don't have to stay stuck in it. And I am a great example of that. I have gone through so many different seasons where I feel lonely, where I feel like no one is there for me. I've had friends that have backstabbed me and walked away and been so cruel to me, but I have amazing friendships now. And I am living proof that you don't have to stay lonely. You don't have to stay stuck where you are. Loneliness is super hard, especially when you've been hurt by someone, when they've intentionally hurt you. I have been in situations where there have been people that have purposely said really mean things to me and have purposely tried to make me break up with other friends. And it is not a fun place to be in. It feels so bad and it hurts so deeply. But sometimes there's something that we need to hear, and it's really, really hard to hear. It's something that I had to realize within the past 6 months or year. And it's that sometimes we are the ones that are making ourselves lonely. It's not always other people. Sometimes we're the ones that are holding ourselves back from amazing friendships. I say this with so much love and so much care for you. Sometimes, if you want deep friendships, you have to be the one to take the first step. You need to stop waiting for other people to take the first step. So many people wait, and because one person is waiting and the other person is waiting, this friendship never happens. You need to be the first one, even though it's really, really hard. I want you to take some time to ask yourself this question. Am I accidentally blocking people from becoming my friend? Now, some of you may be like, oh my goodness, no, I would never do that. I would never block people from becoming my friends. But to those of you that are saying that, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Are you completely vulnerable with the people that you surround yourself with? Because if you're not being vulnerable, it's going to be really, really hard for other people to be vulnerable. I have been really bad at this. I have been in situations where I just want to be there for people and I just want to let them open up and share their stories. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful place to be at. But if you are wanting to create a friendship that goes like this and where both of you are there for each other, then you need to be vulnerable and open up about your feelings too. Because when you are more vulnerable, then other people feel safe to be able to be vulnerable with you. And they feel like you want to be friends with them too and not just it be a one-sided thing. Because when you are vulnerable with people, it feels like it's one-sided and it feels like you're just there for them, which isn't what people want all the time. Another question is, are you gossiping about these people that you want to be friends with and breaking their trust? Because that is not okay. You do not want to be friends with someone who gossips about you and breaks your trust. So why would someone want to be friends with you when you do that? Also, are you actually prioritizing your friendships or are they just happening? Are you actually making time for your friendships and setting time aside in your day, even though you're so busy? I get it. But you can't just expect friendships to happen and just stay there. You have to prioritize them and be intentional with them. Another one is, are you backing away from friendships when they get hard? It's super easy to be in this amazing friendship. Everything's going great. You just are besties. And then they do something that hurts you and you just want to walk away. You find out something about them that's not really the greatest that they might have said or done. And you just feel like, you know what? Why am I in this friendship? Granted, there are times where you need to walk away, but not every friendship you need to walk away. And if you are able to stick it out and work through it and actually communicate with this person and say, hey, this is not okay. Can we work through this? If you're able to do that, your friendship will grow so much stronger. I know it's so much easier to walk away when it gets hard, but if you stick with it in healthy circumstances and with healthy individuals, you both will grow and become so much closer. Plus, if you just stay in friendships where everything is just lovey-dovey and nothing bad happens, you're never going to have the deep, vulnerable relationships that you really long for. And the final one, which I mentioned earlier, are you waiting for someone else to make the first move? It's so easy to want to wait for someone else to come and just love you and care for you, but a lot of times you need to be that person for someone else, and then the relationship will just happen because so many of us are waiting for that person, and if everyone's waiting, no friendships are going to happen. Friendships don't magically happen. We create them. So let's take some action. I'm going to give you guys some action steps right now. Before August ends, I want you to write 3 ways that you are going to take action in either creating a friendship or growing a friendship and making it stronger. There are so many ideas, but I'm going to give you a couple to work with. 1, you could text a friend and check in, just see how they're doing. Maybe you haven't talked to them in a while. Just make sure that life's going okay for them and see if they need any help with anything. 2, ask someone to coffee. It could be someone that you just meet in line somewhere. It could be someone that you have seen before and kind of want to get to know them, but not really sure. It could be anyone random. There was this girl who I had seen so many times off and on, and we had always said hi to each other, but had never hung out for some weird reason. And I asked her if she wanted to hang out. We went out for coffee and found out that we had so many of the same interests and we totally clicked. It was amazing. And I was just wondering, why did I not do this 3 or 4 years ago? I could have had such a stronger relationship now if I had actually been brave and asked her 3 or 4 years ago. So imagine the friendship you could have now if you just took action. And the third idea, go to a new event. There are so many random events. You could go to a coffee shop and just talk to a stranger. You could just Google, fun events in my area, join a random study group. I am in a classic book study group and it is my most favorite thing in the world. I love it so much. And I have made so many great friendships there. I know putting yourself out there can be really uncomfortable and really scary. But here's the truth. There are so many people out there that want to be your friend and would love to have you in their life. You just haven't met them yet, or you don't know that yet. Don't wait for someone to come to you. Be bold, be brave. You got this. Be the one who reaches out first. Drop a comment about how you are going to be pursuing friendships, making new friendships, or just growing the ones you already have. Drop a comment and tell me. I would love to hear your ideas. A favorite quote of mine is one that C.S. Lewis said. C.S. Lewis said, "Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, 'Wait, you too?'" I love that quote so much because it totally sums up friendship and deep relationships, because deep friendships come from when you feel like another person gets you and that you're not alone in your struggles and the things you go through. And that is so, so important. I have friendships like that and they mean so much to me. They make life so much more beautiful. And I really want that for you too. I know that you can make friendships that will just grow and enrich your life so much. You've got this. Go send that text, make that plan, and start building the friendships that you've always dreamed of. I'm cheering you on.